Hello and a very warm welcome to you all. We are back and the Eastern European Rally Championship, the EERC, is back as well with the first round of the season, which happened back in May, so we're a little off in terms of timing, but that's the least we can do while we're watching the Zero car going around. And then we start with Mattia Peruffo, who was third on the fan stage, and he's driving very nicely. No problems at all, no crashing, no nothing at all whatsoever. Very great driving for a start of the season and for this rally. Next we have defending champion Patrick Kopets, who came second on the fan stage. And throughout the season we're going to see how he's going to do, whether he's able to defend his title this season. If I remember correctly, we had a different winner of ERC each season. Also, he seems to drive a pretty blank car. Pure white, no fancy design or stickers on the car. But I don't think anyone cares as long as he drives fast, and it seems he does drive fast, even though he came second behind Mattia. And next we have Ivan, who actually won the fan stage. Quite a surprising turn of events, as I think majority of us expected him to crash, but he actually managed to finish and even win the stage. Also, I have to say that's a very nice livery on the car. I like the looks of it. He's driving the Ford. I think that's the first of three, as the other two were Skoda. But I'm not sure about that. And then we've got Keenan Livang from Indonesia with a Porsche, which again is fairly surprising. He was P3 on that stage. Another very good drive, especially for an RGT car. It's always nice to see people who can handle these and get results out of that. And we've got Rait up next from Estonia with another Ford, and he finished P2, 1 second ahead of Keenan. We'll see how he's going to do in this season, or whether we're going to see any Rait flicks throughout this rally or the upcoming ones, as hopefully we can return to a fairly more frequent highlight of these rallies. Very nicely driven. And next up we've got Carlo Gregas. That strangely sounds like he's related to Ivan, and he is the winner of the stage after leg 1. He's in the lead, 5.5 seconds ahead. And here we have the standings after leg 1. So Ivan first, Patrick second, Mattia third, Martin fourth, Jürgen fifth, Carlo sixth, Kurmo seventh, Martin eighth, Rait ninth, Keenan 10th, still top 10 with a Porsche RGT as a pretty good result. And I was talking a lot of shite as we're starting the next leg with Jürgen. Stage 2 this is, and he's about to move into first fastest on stage. Very good driving from him. As we follow up with Ivan, who drops down to third at the end of the stage, but still very much in the race for this round. So hopefully he's going to be able to finish and pull off a good result. Then we're back with Mattia once again with the Skoda. And I think he had something quite badly there, and I don't think that car is... Well, he actually does manage to start the car again. But that sounds like he's stuck in gear. Yeah, that sounds very much like being stuck in gear. And he's got no speed either, so must be stuck one of the low gears. And Keenan is up next with the Porsche, and he slides off the slope. That was big, but thankfully he didn't hit anything, and this made him drop down to 8 on the stage. Let's see if he can climb back up. Yes, he can. He's back on the road without any significant damage, but he lost an awful lot of time. And we're back with Pius. Another Ford. Let's see how he does as he goes through the finish line and goes off into the forest. But he was able to continue, and he moves up third in his class. So on the next stage we've got quite a bit of rain going on as we watch Jürgen having a half spin. But manages to recover and continue his run. Coming into the next hairpin and has another half spin. Exactly like the previous one. That's going to cost him a bit of time. And he drops to 4th. And then we've got Martin with the Hyundai. Looks like a very fast run, and no mistakes on the first couple seconds of footage here. And he survived the hairpin that Jura had the half spin in. So he continues solidly on this very wet stage. Next hairpin, nicely taken, no issues, and we continue with Patrick. Martin moved up to 3rd, and Patrick is flying through the stage with the Skoda. Looks like he's not going to make any big mistakes. Very nice and clearly done so far. And we continue with Pius. Patrick moved into the lead. Let's see how he's going to do, and that's another half spin, which cost him a bit of time. As we continue with Carlo, Pius drops to 5th, and Carlo has pulled a dimmy and is missing a door. A bit of a weight reduction for him. And he manages to extend his lead as we continue on next stage with Ivan, who's somehow still in contention of this rally. And he forgot where the corner is. Quite a big off. That's going to cost him an awful lot of time. But he's back on the road. And he goes off once again. And that cost him lots of time. He lost 26 seconds to Patrick. We continue with Martin. And that was a very optimistic way. And he misses the same corner Ivan did. Haha. Also, although it seems that he finds his way back a little quicker. And he slides off again, hits a tree, but no serious damage done from what I can see. And off again. And climbing out of that is going to cost lots of time. But he's back, But that was big, and that definitely cost lots of time for him. And that left him sliding down to 4th. Quite a bit of damage on the car as well. As you can see, the door is loose. And he spins once again. Not a good stage from Martin. And here comes Carlo, who just gets the chance to capitalize on the mistakes of Ivan and Martin. And he might do just that. No mistakes so far. And right, crashes into the barrier at the bridge and got stuck. That was big. And it seems he's having quite a bit of trouble turning around. Something wasn't right there, but he made it through. And on the next stage we've got Keenan. As he comes through, and that's a big hit against the tree after he finishes the stage, and that was his rally over. And on the next stage we've got Patrick. And he seems to have some issues. I was told he had some cooling damage, but it seems he's been able to continue after he turned around. And here comes Wright on the same stage, where he finished 2nd overall on the stage. And it seems like he had a nice drive. No big offs, no big mistakes. Absolutely deserved run. Very well done, although I'm missing the right flex. And we continue with Carlo once again. And he's the other one who seems to be having a good run on this stage. Also no mistakes, no offs. And he actually wins the stage and moves up to 2nd overall, which is a great result. Absolutely well done. Here he comes. He doesn't go off after the finish line. Here comes Martin on stage 9. Car repaired. Back in the rally after losing quite a bit of time, and he's very, very fast here. What a good run that is. And he is about to win the stage. And that leaves him with an off chance to actually win the rally ahead of Patrick if he doesn't finish, which means that Martin did a crazy good recovery in the second half of the rally after the multiple big offs. And we continue with Patrick, and we'll see whether he can finish. Here we go. Very nicely taken. It seems he's going to be able to finish the rally without any big issues. And in the meantime, we're going to have a look around. Very good run by Patrick. And here you have the final results. Patrick wins the rally. Martin second, Carlo third, Wright fourth, Daniel fifth, Maria sixth, Lucas seventh, another Patrick eighth, Chris ninth, and Kurmo 10th. So this was the highlights of round 1 of the new season of EERC. I don't have the calendar in front of me, so I don't know what the next round is gonna be. So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Goodbye.